Hi guys, welcome to the Super Tolentino family. Again, this is Daddy Robin, and today I will show you another comic book haul. I was able to find 7 new comic books from a Dollarama store here in Red Deer, Canada. And just so you know, I got this all for 4 Canadian dollars each. So I don't know how many US dollars that is, maybe around $3 each US. So just so that you know, again, I got them from a Dollarama store. And Dollarama store, if you're not from Canada, it's one of the most famous stores here in Canada because they sell or they retail like branded items for more than or less than half the price, right? The original price. Like these comic books, one of them would like regularly cost around 34 Canadian dollars, but I got it again, as I've said, for $4, right? So without further ado, let me show you the comic book haul that I have for you today. The 7 comic books. All right. So basically, these are all DC comic books. I don't know. I haven't seen any new Marvel comic books in the Dollarama. All right. Let's start with like a vintage comic book. It's trade paperback, of course. Made by DC. It's volume 3 of Robin Solo. Okay, Robin Solo, right there, volume 3. And yeah, I'm just gonna show you the front cover, and then I'll show you the inside cover. So this is the back side. I'll just post a picture on the side there, and I'll read to you what's on the back side. All right. So this one costs regularly 25 US dollars or 34 Canadian dollars. All right. So it says at the back, when darkness falls over Gotham City, Tim Drake becomes his alter ego, the costume crime fighter known as Robin. Usually, he patrols the night with his partner Batman, but with Bruce Wayne recovering from the broken back he received from the criminal only known as Bane. Also, this was post-Bane, Nightfall, right? When Batman's back was broken by Bane. So, team is forced to team up with the new Batman, John Paul Valley. Unfortunately for Robin, Batman's replacement doesn't need or want a teenage sidekick. So now the boy wonder is left to fly solo. That's why it's called Solo, right there. Plus, Tim Drake still has to manage being an average teenager with an average glut of adolescent headaches. He can't drive. His girlfriend feels he's neglecting her, and the school jock picks on him. Meanwhile, Robin must contend with a car theft ring, a hard-nosed sheriff, and a trio of escaped supervillains, including the treacherous Gloom Master. This one actually collects in chronological order for the first time ever: Robin number 1 to number 5, Robin Annual number 1 to 2, and Showcase 93 number 5 to 6 and 11 to 12, presenting Tim Drake's adventures from his first solo series by fan favorite comics writer Chuck Dixon, who created Nightwing, and all the new art team of Tom Grummett Titans. Alright, so there you go. That's our first comic book, and it's really thick there. This is a vintage comic book, as you've seen inside, right? Maybe around the 90s, right? Alright, so there you go. And then our next comic book is another, as I said, all of these are actually DC comic books. I have Batman Shadow of the Bat Volume 2 by Alan Grant and Brett Blevins. There you go, guys. From the creative mind of writer Alan Grant comes this quintessential 90s Batman. There you go, you can pause that and read on it. I'll show you the inside while I read the back side. To many in Gotham City, Batman is a savior. Oh, that's also a classic one. To others, he is a menace who must be stopped. This includes Anarchy, who escapes prison and sets out to eliminate the Dark Knight for good, or for the good of the city. The Scarecrow, though, has other plans for Batman. When Gotham is visited by an alien parasite, a high school gym teacher becomes the city's latest protector, taking on the costume persona of Joe Public. But there's a lot he must learn from the world's greatest detective. And after Batman's back is broken, this is also post Nightfall, huh? After Batman's back is broken, he has handed the mantle of the bat to Jean Paul Valley, who has a very deadly approach to crime fighting. Valley's actions prompt an injured and demoralized Bruce Wayne to retain his ravaged body and travel to England with Alfred in search of Chandra Kinsolving, the one woman who might be able to heal him. So this one, so Alan Grant continues his epic run on Batman: The Shadow of the Bat, this time joined by Brett Blevins from New Mutants and others in this story is about the men and women in Shadow. The Shadow of the Bat collects Batman Shadow of the Bat 13 to 23 and Batman Shadow of the Bat Annual number 1. There you go, guys. So that's Shadow of the Bat. Our third comic book, let me choose. Well, let's change it a little bit. Let's go, and I'll show you this Flash Volume 4. New 52 Flash Volume, the Flash Volume 4 Reverse. So, this is the Reverse Flash. Alright, there's the back side. It's not so thick, right there. It's almost like almost an inch, but maybe 3/4. Alright, let me show you the inside art. This is the first time I actually looking at the pages when I show it to you. That's also the first time I see the pages because whenever I get home, I just take a quick shower and then I just kind of clean the computers a little bit, and then I just show it to you guys, right? And then we flip the pages at the same time. Alright, so this one is again Volume 4 Reverse. Both Francis Manapul, oh no, not that one. The Rise of Reverse Flash. As the Flash, Barry Allen taps into the incredible power of the Speed Force, enabling him to move, think, and act at astonishing speeds. But he doesn't just use the Speed Force, he generates it with every step he takes. Like a human dynamo, he's the power source that keeps time itself moving forward. Now, someone's out to reverse everything he's ever done. A lightning-quick killer is stalking the streets of Central City, targeting anyone with a connection to the Speed Force, which means everyone who matters to the Flash is a potential target. Wearing an inverted Flash symbol, the murderer siphons more and more speed power with every victim. His goal is nothing short of reversing the flow of time that keeps the Flash running. Who is the Reverse Flash? What is his shocking connection to the Speed Force and to Barry Allen? There you go. Storytellers Francis Manapul and Brian Buccellato conclude their legendary run with the world's greatest or fastest hero by bringing him face to face with his greatest enemy in The Flash Volume 4 Reverse. Okay, this one collects the Flash number 20 to 25 and the Flash number 23.2 Reverse Flash. There you go, guys. Reverse Flash. Alright, another comic book here is The Batman. Volume, let's do this one. Volume 8, The Batman. There you go, guys. And there's the back side. It's also not super thick. It's not thick. This one, regular price at $23 Canadian or 17 US dollars. Got it for 4 Canadian. Alright, super heavy. Commissioner Gordon is the new Batman. Following the disappearance and presumed death of Batman, former police commissioner Jim Gordon has been called to carry on the Dark Knight's legacy and become his successor. But while the name and what it stands for remain the same, this Batman is far from just a copy of the original. Patrolling the city is a gargantuan high-tech batsuit. Gordon is no shadowy vigilante. He has the full cooperation of the GCPD and the mayor, plus a multi-million-dollar budget from Powers International. There you go. But will an expensive suit be enough to stop the mysterious weed-like Mr. Bloom before his deadly plans to the city take root? The number 1 New York Times All-Star creative team of Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo, and Danny Miki introduced an all-new Dark Knight in Batman Volume 8 Super Heavy, with guest appearances by Brian Azzarello from Wonder Woman. So this one collects Batman numbers 41 to 45 and this is sneak peek Batman number 1. There you go, guys. Batman Volume 8, super heavy. Then we have Batman Volume 9, Bloom. Right? And at the back, it says Batman Returns. Alright. Alright. Okay, let's read while I show you the inside artwork. Nice. Alright, Bruce Wayne has a nearly perfect life. He's in love with an amazing woman and works by her side every day at one of Gotham's youth centers, helping the children of the city he loves. His memory has been patchy ever since he nearly died in the last Joker attack, but even so, he is confident that this is the happiest he's ever been. Wow. And yet, he sometimes feels himself being dragged back to another life in the negative space of his missing past. It's a half-remembered history filled with violence and darkness, but also greatness. The Batman is calling Bruce back, but if he returns to his past, what will become of the perfect happy life he has built? This one collects Batman 46 to 50, as well as the short story from Detective Comics number 27. There you go. Alright, going to a number 6 comic book, we have another DC comic book. This time, Justice League and Volume 4, Endless. There you go. Nice, huh? There's the back. If you want to pause that, if you want to read on that, instead of listening to my voice and my accent. Alright, here we go. I love, what do you call this? I love Justice League because of Superman. Oh, there's Amber Heard. Is that her? Sorry about that, guys. Alright, time has run out for the Justice League. The Justice League is dead. Manhattan is destroyed, and somehow it's all Flash's fault. A mysterious attacker keeps targeting the Flash and those around him, blaming Flash for his family's death, but besides doling out death and destruction, the attacker's mysterious weapon provides one more thing, a second chance, and a third, and more. There you go. This one actually collects issues number 20 to 25 of Justice League. Nice. I think this one is connected to the Flash, Volume 4, because somebody's after the Flash. Well, maybe a lot of villains anyways are under are chasing the Flash. Literally. Alright guys, our last comic book is another comic book from DC. As I said, the old DC comic book, sorry. It's got a little bend right there at the bottom. Maybe the still CD when she's scanning it. Okay, just a little bit. But anyway, this is DC, the New 52 Futures End Volume 3. There it is. And here's the back. And this one is really thick. Right there, guys. Okay, let's go through it quickly. The future ends here. See the art. Ooh, nice. I love that. The future ends here. 5 years from now, the world of tomorrow is about to be born. Brainiac has arrived from the stars, and that he intends to take New York City with him as a souvenir. It's enough to bring Superman out of the self-imposed exile.